Of course, the Samsung Galaxy S7 shouldn't look different from the S7 Edge, right? So what I'm thinking is that then Samsung would provide a bigger display at the front. Hello everyone, my name is Shubham Keshwal, and in this video, let us talk about the Samsung Galaxy S7, which would be the new flagship from Samsung. So in this video, we will be taking a look at the release date of the device, the leaks and rumors of the device, in which the specifications and the other features and design type of things would be covered, and also we will be looking at my expectations from the device. And in which I would be telling my personal expectations from the device, that what the device should definitely have. So with that said, let us quickly begin with the video and talk about it. Here we go. So firstly, let us talk about the pricing of the device. So of course, the Samsung Galaxy S7 being the flagship from the company isn't gonna cost very less. In my expectations, the base model, which would be having less storage and RAM, would come at a price tag of 70,000 Indian rupees. Also, the higher end model, which would be having like more storage and more RAM, should come at a price tag of around 90,000 Indian rupees to give a fair competition to the iPhone 6s. So now that we have talked about the price, let us quickly talk about the leaks and the rumors of the device. So the internet is full of these leaks, and I wanted to make a collaboration of all of them, and here it is. So the first and the foremost, but a highly leaked rumor about the Samsung Galaxy S7 is that it wouldn't come in just one variant. It would be coming in two variants, the S7 and the S7 Edge, just like its predecessor. And maybe this time around, Samsung may launch the S7 Edge Plus in the same event. So that is something that we should expect. Also, it is rumored that the device or the devices would be having like 4K displays. So that would make the device quite nice, and would make them definitely comparable to the Z5, which is the new flagship from Sony and is having 4K display. So again, 4K displays with Super AMOLED technology from Samsung would definitely make these devices one of the best display smartphones for 2016. So what is highly rumored once more is that the devices would be having a 3D touch technology, which would be similar to the force touch used by Apple in their iPhone 6s and the 6s Plus. So this would again make the devices look more featureful and would make like people finally love TouchWiz because of its features. So this can again gain some attention towards TouchWiz and would rather make the people buy the phone who hate TouchWiz. So Samsung's calling it 3D touch is of no use, because it isn't 3D, because you just cannot see it pop out of the screen. So it is just pointless. But if Samsung manages to put in some great features with the 3D touch technology which they're calling in, maybe this fault can be ignored. One thing which is quite highly rumored in the S7 device is that it would be having a iris scanning technology. So this would enable people to scan their phones with their eyesight, and I don't feel that Samsung's gonna include it in this generation S7. And I'm not even thinking that it would come in near future, like in the S8 even, because this is kind of a very far off technology, and I don't think that any device in the near future is gonna have it. We don't have such technology in even laptops or computers, so how can you expect a freaking smartphone to have it? So that is definitely a very pointless rumor, but it is there, and I wanted you to know about it. So that is pretty much it for the leaks and the rumors part, and now let's talk about the expectations from the device and take a look at the wish list of mine, that what I'm expecting from the devices to have. Firstly, let us talk about the display. So I'm expecting that the lower S7 variant would be having a 5.3-inch display, whereas the larger S7 Edge would be having like a 5.7-inch display. Both of the devices, as I already told, are rumored to have 4K displays, and that is pretty nice. So what I am expecting from Samsung to do this time around, which is completely out of the box and very innovative thing which came right from my mind, is that Samsung might provide the edges on the top and the bottom of this device except for the sides. So what I'm expecting is that the receiver would be placed inside the screen at the top, and the navigation buttons would now go virtual. So you might be wondering where the fingerprint scanner would go. So what I'm thinking is that the fingerprint scanner would go at either the back of the device or could also go on the side of the device. So that would make a very good place for the fingerprint scanner, and like you just have to press the button, no other thing. You just have to press the button with the index finger and boom, you're inside your phone. So that would be pretty nice. So of course, Samsung isn't gonna give the S7 a completely different look from the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. Like what it would do is like in the front, if you imagine this to be the front of the device, the screen would be of like this much size, and this would make the phone like bezel-less, and that would make the device look very cool. So again, the receiver might be embedded inside the screen itself, and it would definitely make it look a quite different device from any other smartphone here in this universe. Another thing which I am expecting from Samsung in this scenario only is that they can implement the navigation buttons at the side if they don't want to keep them virtual. So what they can do is like you hold your phone in this way, right? Like if you hold your phone like in this way, it would be really easy if you just use your this finger to power on of the device and these three fingers to just navigate through the device. So this would again make the device very comfortable to hold and would definitely give a smartphone a new design. So if Samsung puts in the three buttons here, this would definitely give it a new look. Like the capacitive button would can have like a circular look now, and it would definitely look quite nice in the Samsung Galaxy S7 and the S7 Edge. So that is completely my thoughts, and just don't go crazy in the comments. Recently, many reports have said that Samsung is in a partnership with Snapdragon designing the 820 processors by them. So yeah, this could indicate something. Samsung might be implementing the Snapdragon 820 processor in their upcoming S7. So this will turn out to be a great partnership between Snapdragon and Samsung, and would definitely give more edge to the Samsung Galaxy S7. Like, you know, in which way. So what I'm thinking is like Samsung is gonna help Snapdragon design the processor, because of course they are gonna implement in the flagship according to me, but also they want to confirm that the Snapdragon processor is perfect. It wouldn't have heating issues, and it should process things very well. So if Samsung manages to do that and make it an octa-core beast, and that would make the Snapdragon 820 processor a real killer Snapdragon processor, and this would be very informative and productive for other companies implementing the Snapdragon 820 processor in their near future devices. So let us now talk about the camera that should be implemented in the device. So I am expecting that Samsung would be implementing about a 20 point something megapixel camera in the Samsung Galaxy S7. They should also be giving the 1.5 micron pixel size at least to ensure that the device should perform great in night scenarios. So that is something which we expect from the rear camera of the device, and in the front, I don't mind if the device has even a 8 megapixel camera, because I'm not a selfie freak, and I don't think if even anyone would ever consider about the front camera. But that's my personal expectations. Do let me know in the comment section below if you feel the same way or do not feel the same way, and I would be really happy to know. Of course, the Samsung Galaxy S6 has a really great camera, but because of some processing errors, the Samsung Galaxy S6 doesn't prove out to be the best camera smartphone. But I am thinking that Samsung should implement the better camera in the Samsung Galaxy S7, and this should make the device much better. And also they might like improve the processing unit, which can ensure that the device is having better processing and is processing a great image. Another thing which can be expected to be improved in the Samsung Galaxy S7 is the UI. So in my consideration, TouchWiz is really a bad UI. I don't feel like that TouchWiz is in any way great UI for an Android device, and Touch is kind of restricted as just like iOS. But something can be done by Samsung to improve the TouchWiz, like they can implement more features and can provide the Android version Marshmallow inside it to turn many heads towards the device because of TouchWiz. And again, they can implement the Force Touch features in order to improve the TouchWiz UI. So you might be thinking that Force Touch isn't such a great thing that could make a flagship device more efficient because of its UI. But if you ask me, I feel like it can, because if you talk about iOS, it is really restrictive UI and I kind of hate it. But if I'm having a iPhone 6s or the 6s Plus, I wouldn't be minding it because of the UI, because it is having 4 sets and it does offer some very great features. So if Samsung again implements the same features and more features in their device, which would be the Samsung Galaxy S7, this could really improve the UI of the device. So that could turn out to be very, very nice for the company. And that also brings us to the end of this video. So I hope that you enjoyed watching the video, and if you did, do let me know by hitting that thumbs up button. You can also share this video with your family members and friends to let them know about the Samsung Galaxy S7. You can also subscribe to my channel for tech dose every Tuesday and Saturday. You can follow me on Twitter at the link which is popping up right here, or you can go directly to the link in the description down below. So with that said, we finally come to the end of this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.